go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. I'm about to make a play.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dang.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run with McKesson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd down, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Now Haskins to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before.
I don't know what he like with that toilet.
Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Damn, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Barber. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Throwing on first down. Haskins, a throw taken in by Sims. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Haskins. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A carry now for McKissick. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Hey, sound like seafood.
Haskins on 3rd down. The hitter here is complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Wow.
And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Damn, man. Come on.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Oh, man,
Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Damn it.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So for LA, the wins keep coming as this one moves.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now this pass brought in by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He finds McCoy, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Henry. Check 55. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin.
I was getting the ball back too. I shouldn't have been greedy. I know better than that.
Start over.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going on fourth down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Haskins now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Oh, block.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Haskins now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Haskins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Redskins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. And
are you serious?
Tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll drop the throw.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Fuck.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And
That's
they
going to
passes
be caught
now,
from
man.
Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with McKissick. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. from the gun on third down. Haskins, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down, here's Haskins.
Bitch, let's go. I'm going to throw it to him now.
He's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That hurt.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
First down.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running is Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once again, it's Barber. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's back to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just been playing my game on the semi-pro jump. Yeah. Yeah, I seen he came back.